Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, guys. Hi, Brennan. Hi, guys. Hi, Mackenzie. Hello, you guys. I legit got a client to start a half hour later. Just so that I could go live and do this video. So I am on a time restriction this morning. I will be going live later today to discuss, to read all 12 zodiac signs. Currently, right now in this moment, what I'm going live to do is to talk to you guys about what the hell is going on, okay? So I know there was another thing that I wanted to bring up, but I'm gonna start what am I thinking of? Why can't I say that word? I can't even think of what word I'm trying to think of right now, you guys. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue, but it's not coming off. Anyways, Carmentalize? What am I thinking of? It's like a mixture of both those words. Hi, Robin. Good morning. So if you feel like you are on a spiritual journey, a spiritual awakening, this video is for you. You can totally listen to me if you're at work with some headphones. Stick it in your back pocket and listen podcast style, whatever you would like to do. I'm not reading tarot cards this video. This video is to help with awakening, to help spread the awareness, to help open up your consciousness, all right, to help align you. So if you know that you're going through something different, this video is for you. You definitely want to watch it, okay? And we're going to get really weird. I wore this shirt for compartmentalize. Yes, thank you, Justine. I was like saying like a mixture of the two. So I'm going to separate my videos in different categories essentially, and those are going to be like subconscious blockage videos, right? And I'll go through different subconscious blockages variously as I feel the need to, or just as I'm guided to, is what I meant by feel, right? Okay, it's not ego based, it's feeling, being guided. Anyways, above all that, and this video series is going to be about awakening and what you are going through, okay? So I will go through and title the videos after, but sometimes when I go live I kind of take a split direction and I like to rewatch my videos and then I title them. So I'm a weirdo, but it's because I channel. So what I'm going to start with today, and today's going to get really weird. I wore this shirt for a reason. Humans are not real, okay? We're going to talk about races, and I don't mean races black, white, whatever's on this planet, on this one 3D little ego-minded fear-based planet, okay? I am talking about galactic races, different races that are amongst us. They are just in parallel dimensions. If you guys hear like fake choking and stuff, my kid's downstairs eating cereal, and he probably ate a bite without marshmallow in it, so he's being dramatic. But he's totally fine. You guys, trust me, I can hear him. And if he runs in here, he is naked. We've known since the beginning of time, since I started going live. My youngest is just, he hates clothes. He will start taking them off in the car if he could. And he gets naked everywhere we go. It's absolutely ridiculous. But we're working on it. Okay, so anyways, we are talking about races, and there are so many different races. We are not just human. We are multi-dimensional beings, okay? Good morning, you guys. Good morning, Travis. I enjoyed our conversation so much yesterday. Yenny, your youngest, hates clothes too. Okay, so we are absolutely multi-dimensional beings, and what is going on collectively right now is there are millions and billions of people on this planet for a reason, because we are raising the vibration of Gaia, okay? And this has started since way back in the time. Basically, we have we've had these nuclear outbreaks, right? And these nuclear outbreaks impacted not only this planet, but other dimensions as well. Think of it like a bomb impacting, just that area that it bombed, of course, but it's going to go out and it's going to impact everything around it, right? So in the 80s, we had our first little awakening, okay? And it's just ascended from there. And we've had these shifts and these cycles and these ascensions and everything coming to help raise up our vibration. And essentially what's going on is all of us multidimensional beings heard the call from Gaia, letting them know like, hey, we need help. We're going to lose out on humanity. We're going to lose out on everything. So essentially they called us to being. So multidimensional, different races do include gods and angels. They do include aliens, and we're going to go through the different types of aliens today. We're going to talk about everything really weird. So if this is not the video for you, it is not the video for you, and that is okay. We are not meant to align just yet. 20 years from now, though, you'll remember skipping out on me. I promise, all right? 55 views right now, changes, and that's collectively what we are in. We are in a massive change, a massive shift, and everybody is waking up to who they are authentically. We are relating it to what we know and who we were in previous lifetimes or in different dimensions. I have lived through multiple dimensions, not just as human or on this little 3D Gaia globe. I'm on an ascended mastery level. Ascended mastery, I've talked about that multiple times. I've never talked about it in this aspect before, but ascended mastery is essentially when you are a multidimensional being and you have lived in different dimensions. You have gone through lifetimes in different dimensions, not only this lifetime. Yes, I have been an earthling or a human or whatever the fuck you want to call us. I'm the 3D feel, touch, materializing human more than once, okay? And that's why I relate to certain eras, certain things. I am extremely connected to the Egyptian ancient civilizations. I am extremely connected to Atlantis, okay? And that's not only because I lived at those times on this planet. I always get excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I like to think of it like, why is The Matrix such a very popular movie, okay? Why do so many people resonate with The Matrix or become fascinated with the movie The Matrix? Because it's on a subconscious, God, I'm talking too fast. I'm sorry. This is how you know I'm like channeling. I'm trying to spit everything out on you guys and word vomit all over you real quick. So, woosah. Okay, we are multidimensional beings having a temporary human experience. We are here to raise the vibration. We are here from different worlds, different places. We all come together to work together. We all believe in, we resonate with things like The Matrix. We resonate with things like Harry Potter. You hear me talk about J.K. Rowling a lot. I don't necessarily say Harry Potter, but I do say J.K. Rowling a lot. And it's because I relate to that, because subconsciously that is exactly what it's like. Maybe not on our dimension, but that's what we are rising to, you guys. We are only in a 3D. We're moving into 4D and 5D. Hi, Paula. Today we are talking about really weird stuff. So it's fun stuff. It's truth, and everybody's awakening to it. If you're going through an awakening process, this video might be for you. And if you guys have been guided to me, the reason I've been slowly taking us into it, I've been slowly like opening it up. Oh, look, there's tarot. Oh, look, astrology impacts us. What I'm doing is I'm inching you guys in, just like I inched myself in, helping me gain back my consciousness of who I am as a very multidimensional being, okay? So just to quickly go over the different types of races, there are You're going to tongue. You're gonna hear me get tongue twisted because I might speak really fast. That's just because time, space is only existent here. So at other places, you just, everything's a lot quicker. You manifest. You want something is there. It's a lot different, okay? Anyways, we've got Blue Avians, Turians, Pleiadians, Lyrans, Syrians. We have the Greys. And the Greys, okay, I've talked about the Greys in multiple different aspects. I have grays are considered the slaves, and I like to think of grays. My understanding of grays they are the souls that are caught in purgatory. Okay, so continuing. Then we have the Anakis, and they are the creator gods. So that's where your gods, your angels, and all of those beliefs fold into, okay? The Pleiadians Pleiadians, Lyrians, Syrians, they're all starseeds. That's where that term starseeds comes in, okay? Because a starseed is somebody that understands that their home, that they are connected to that star system, okay? There's a Syrian star system, there's a Lyrian star system, and Syrians are masters of crystal healing, energy, etc., okay? They have a lot of connection to Atlantis. That's why you have heard me say, I believe Sirius is my home. That's why you heard me say a few minutes ago that I have a deep connection with Atlantis. I mean that, you guys. That has been one of my main lifetimes, one of my main forms. That's who I am, okay? As a multi-dimensional being, that's something that I deeply resonate and something that I've gone through multiple times. Just like I've had a human life multiple times, I'm also, I return home multiple times. The Lyrians are starseeds that help with human race, okay? They are here to help save the human race. They've always been on the side of the human race, okay? So Lyrians actually got into a war back in the day with the Reptilians, okay? Reptilians are another race, and they are the ones that created the purgatory beings. They are the ones that how do you know which race we are? I'm going to make more and more videos. This is going to be a series, you guys. I'm going to start going live every single day. I'm going to start teaching, and I promise you guys I'm going to give you way more information. Right now, I'm just putting the idea on you because you're going to need time to process this. Tonight, you're going to go into your dreams. You're going to astral project just like you have been doing your entire life. You want to know how I know you've been doing it your entire life? Because we start as children, Peter Pan style, right? We come up out of our bodies and we have dreams that we're flying. Oh my God, it's so incredible, we're flying. That is the first time you ever astral projected, okay? There are techniques. I will make an astral projection video. Everybody is capable of astral projection, okay? Can you do it conscious? Yes. I do it all the time. I didn't understand what I was doing. Now I do, okay? So now I'm here to help for those that do not understand what is going on. Conscious projection is true. I used to call it projection meditation because that was my way of understanding it at that smaller level, okay? So when I typed into Google projection meditation, I didn't fucking understand. I couldn't find anything, and I was like, what am I experiencing? But what I'm experiencing is I'm awakening to my higher self and the multi-dimensional, intelligent, ancient being that I am, okay? And that's what we are all doing. That's why this earth is so populated, because we are coming from all these different dimensions to raise the vibration of Gaia, our earth, this 3D realm. And we are moving the vibration up to 4D and 5D, which is more, it's similar to the Matrix. It's similar to Harry Potter. Things happen quickly. There's a lot of magic. There's telepathy. There's mind reading. There's everything in those different realms, right? 5D is technically heaven, which is all about unconditional love. And that's exactly what it feels like to be in astral realms, certain realms. You just automatically have this deep unconditional love, depending on where you're meeting. When you are sleeping, you astral project into a 4D dimension, unless you're taking like portals and stuff, but we're not going to go into that today. Anyways, back to what I was saying. They went into a war. The Lyrians went into a war for the human race to save the human race. Essentially, the Reptilians wanted to capture them because part of the human dimension, this 3D reality, is basically choosing your astrology chart, choosing who you are, what you're going to experience, and that's why it resonates with you so much. I mean, it definitely doesn't dictate me. I am the creator of my own reality. I definitely say, oh, hey, that could definitely make me feel that way, but now that I know about it, it. Astrology is just a tool. Tarot, it's just a tool. Your intuition, a tool. Your ego, a tool. And that's why I focus so much on subconscious beliefs and reconditioning, okay, so, structural conditioning that has been implied and imposed on us and kept us stuck. So as we're moving through these portals, these black holes that we're getting pictures of, those are the portals into the higher states of being, okay? So there's just so much truth that can be shared. I get so passionate about it. I'm literally going to start making quite a few different videos a day, so you will hear me talk a lot. All my videos get saved. You can always come back. I'm not really worried about who I reach out to, who thinks I'm crazy or not, because I know that I'm going to reach out to the right ones. There was a phase 1, right? And it's been shifting ever since. We are in phase 2, which is basically still the fucking beginning. You just plant the seed, now we popped out. Boom. Here we are. Okay, phase 2. We are all awakening. 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now, it's going to be completely fucking different. And the reason that all of us are experiencing things like having a hard life, having our family tell us that we're crazy, they don't agree and everything, because they're going to come to us later. They're going to be like, wait a minute, that crazy person, I'm experiencing everything they did. All right, I know it's been like 10 years since I talked to them, but maybe I should go find them now. Maybe I should have listened to them. Maybe I should go research what they were talking about back then. So don't worry about who judges you, because that is not your job, okay? Your job is to help who has already awoken, not help people wake up. You want to help who already has awoken. The time of waking people up is over, okay? It's over. They're going to wake up within divine timing when they are meant to, when their soul path is meant to, okay? You are not the crazy one, Anna. I promise you, you are the awakened one. You are the one that was meant to experience certain things so that you can raise your vibration, so that you can tap into your own innate power and wisdom of who you truly are as this huge being. Like, I get goosebumps, like, thinking about how incredible it is. And that's why I share a lot of funny, like, memes. It's really hard to understand my humor, you guys. I'm a Capricorn. I'm a very ancient person, so my humor is kind of dry. It is, but I mean, it's fucking funny when you know and you understand. You have to understand a Capricorn, though. We're funny, but we just have things from a very deep, higher perspective. A lot of us think that we're assholes, but we're just really blunt. So we're just very honest, and we don't really care. People tend to project their own emotions when they can't do the same thing. Like, how does that person not care? I can't fucking not care. Everything matters to me. And they think that, like, that person's an asshole then because they don't care, and that's how they label them. See how things like that all work? Anyways, you'll go through all of that. This awakening process is awful. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. But, you know, that's why we share funny memes along the way. And we talk about different dimensions and ways that can relate to everybody, to slowly wake everybody up, to help everybody wake up, okay? So know that we are not just... It's happening through divine timing. We're being guided to speak about certain things. I'm awakening to certain levels of my own self, and I'm like, oh my God, that's why I wake up chanting in this language. You know, because of this lifetime, because I was pulling in that energy. I was tapping into that Akashic record. What are Akashic records? I'm going to make a video on it, but just to briefly explain it, it is the thought, the intention, the action, the past, the present, the future. It's absolutely everything from every single dimension in a record. Like, think of it like a field of energy, a sphere. That's why I'm like, I'm making a sphere. So it's a sphere of energy, and you can literally tap into it. So so weird. Okay, I'm so weird. Sorry, guys. Shape-shifted. Okay, so sorry guys. I just connected something with something else real quick. Funny. Okay, now I totally forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's what happens to me a lot, though, is I get really distracted and then I come back. So what the hell was I saying? The Akashic Records. Thank you. So we tap into this globe, essentially, or this box, if you want to think of it, or think of it as a library. You go to a library, okay, and each and every book is a different dimension. And in that book are these different chapters, and each and every chapter are each an individual souls and multi-dimensional beings, okay? My weird totally digs your weird. Thank you, April. I absolutely love you, and I appreciated our reading. And thank you for reaching out, by the way. I didn't reply back just because I don't find that necessary, but I appreciate you. Anyways, so these records obtain the past, present, and future, and everybody has access to them. That is you awakening to your higher self. That is you tapping into, oh, okay, I spent 5 lifetimes in this dimension, and I've spent lifetimes in this dimension. That's why I have this accumulated knowledge. Okay, we are so much bigger than our small selves can grasp, and so we put it in ways that we can understand. Some of us understand aliens, okay? The blue avians, they are the protectors of life. They are like, honestly, they're just like Avatar. Why do you think Avatar was so big? Why do you think so many people liked it? Because subconsciously it resonates with them, okay? It resonates with them. They are the protectors of life. I like to think of all of my star seeds being able to connect to our spirit guides, and our spirit guides are these different multi-dimensional beings. So I always say angels because that's how others can resonate with, but I'm gonna start getting real with you guys. It's not just angels. Yes, I do connect with angels. Yes, there's a dimension of gods and angels, okay? But that is not the sole dimension, just like this 3D little tiny globe is not the only thing that exists. So, and they help aid in consciousness. That's why they are here. Arcturians, they are the 3-finger beings, you know, right? So they teach us of love, and they raise vibration and help unlock people's consciousness. So if you notice, people like me that are waking up right now, I have a lot of these same attributes, right? Why? Because I have lived in these different dimensions. I've already experienced this. And that's why when Gaia called out for help, I was like, yep, I'm going, I'm taking it. They're needed. I get to rapidly expand my karma in this lifetime by doing this, by helping, by doing this. So like I said, I like to think of it like a video game. Your spirit guides are like the cheat codes, but those are not the only cheat codes that we have access to. We have cheat codes, we have access to our intuition. That's a cheat code, right? Because that's connecting to our higher selves, our multidimensional being that we are. We have access to divination tools, like tarot cards, right? We have access to, or prayer, or whatever your form of divination is, spell work. We have access to astrology, and a lot of astrology resonates. My birth chart will tell you I am meant to be a public speaker. I am meant to be famous as a public speaker. I am meant to help humanity, and I'm not here for anything small. And that's true, and I felt that as a child, and that's why I spent a lot of my teenage years running from it. A lot of us, we go by different ways of identifying ourselves. We are these different aliens, or we are indigo children. We are, crystal children. Sorry, I had to think of the other terms. I'm still learning. Like, this is a new thing. This is like a modern thing, where everybody starts identifying with who they are, and it says, oh, okay, yeah, you're this ancient, you're this ancient, you know what I mean? It's basically that. But anyways, so it's kind of like learning new terms, like yeet. So it's like learning things like that, basically. So I don't really pay very much attention to labels, because in different dimensions, we don't care about labels. Everybody just knows, and everybody just connects. Not everybody agrees, like I said, but they connect. Anyways, back to the war. So instead of having control over humans, the reptilians made the Greys. The Greys are those little aliens that we talk about, and they are meant to be slaves, basically. And let's see. I like to think of the slaves or the graves being these souls trapped in purgatory. Some people see them as aliens. Some people see them as ghosts. There's so many different aspects and different ways. I feel like ghosts is more like astral projection, and you're kind of picking up on the fact that somebody's soul is projecting, and you pick up on their ghost, right? Or their consciousness in that room. Sorry, God, I'm so weird. I'm not weird. It's just weird explaining this. I can't believe I'm fucking living for this. This is great. This is so great. Anyways, so next is the Pleiadians. They are definitely a starseed, the star system, and Pleiadians are Lyrians, Syrians, different forms. But anyways, they okay, they're concerned about the earth. Sorry, I had to think about how I was gonna like put that. My notes here like suck. It was just more of like a talk about this, don't forget about this, bullet points basically. Like, like the mad scientist that just like draws everything everywhere. That's me. So I am that mad scientist. I am the brain. Pinky and the Brain? Too old? Okay. Anyways, except for I don't want evil upon the world, by the way. It's the exact opposite. I'm here to save it because I think that this is a really fun dimension to be in. Everything's tangible and material in this dimension. It's fun. And you get to experience things differently. Okay, anyways, Pleiadians, they heard the call and they're very concerned about Earth, so they have come to Earth to help, save humanity. And they are like the ones that are constantly gardening, constantly harvesting bees, making sure animals don't go extinct. They tend to work in those type of environmental, ecological type of career fields, okay? They are here to save the planet. So yeah, anything that you can do to save the planet. Those people that are out there recycling, that's why small parts of ourselves want to recycle. That's why we want to use biodegradable products and really change and make shifts. Those are like how the fact that they created that biodegradable bag that I shared on my timeline. There's a little quick video. It's really quick if you want to watch it. But things like that those are the Pleiadians coming here, helping our environment, helping save the earth, okay? The Lyrians are the cats, basically. Those big, tall, cat-human, hybrid, humanoid aliens, extraterrestrials, okay? And let's see. They're the ones that went to war versus the Reptilians. They won, obviously. So they're just here to help save and maintain the human race, okay? The Syrians are the crystal healers. We went over that. The Anunnaki are the creator gods. They are the ones that what I like to call ascended mastery, okay? And that's where you go and you start to learn how to create your own dimension, your own 3D or 4D or 70 or 90, whatever you want to connect with. You can create your own. Anyways, it's just levels of mastery. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself now. I know that I sound super crazy, and that's okay. But other beings outside of these dimensions, you guys, we've got humans like us. These are just the smaller beings, okay? So humans, we have mantis, we have the Sasani, the Yahyels, the Largans, and the Zetas. So yeah, there's just so much out there, you guys. But essentially, what you're waking up to is the fact that all of it is real, okay? And that's why we slowly inch into it and we tell you everything from a very spiritual level, because you are a spiritual being. You have a consciousness, okay? You are an immortal being. Your consciousness is absolutely immortal. That's why when people are afraid of death and dying, I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I promise. You're going to feel silly, you know, as you leave, because you're going to realize the bigger picture. But the reptilians, by the way, are the control all. They're extremely ancient. They originally derived from like dragons and stuff. You've heard me talk about how weird things like saying I'm a dragon and stuff, you know, but they are transcending. You can't judge like all of it. Everything's transcending. Everything is shifting. This, like I said, think of it like a nuclear bomb that is impacting different dimensions, just like a nuclear bomb has impact on just our tiny little planet. Okay, so understand that you're not crazy. I know that I have experienced, I'm going to make videos, and I want everybody to drop down. There's only 30 people here, so I want everybody to drop down in the comments what you want me to talk about, okay? We can talk about telecommunication. We can talk about with telepathy, transferring of images, things like that. We can talk about different psychic abilities, which I've already touched on that, because I think that's one of the first things that we all awaken to, is the fact that like, oh, magic is real, you know, and it's a slow awakening to that. And then there's just different levels. So either way, I don't know. I just had to kind of come live. Ascension. So right now we're actually going through an ascension process. I find myself caking on lotion. I'm constantly itchy because we are moving into our crystalline bodies, okay? And our crystalline bodies are vibrating at higher frequencies to raise the vibration of Gaia, right? To raise that vibration. This is, like I said, a much bigger shift than people understand. And only use everything as a tool. As a tool. If you allow astrology to define you, then you are handing over your power. If you allow tarot to define what's going to happen, you're handing over your power. And I smile like a fucking creep right now because it just makes me so excited. So hopefully all you fellow other weirdos out there that like want to be friends with me and can talk about this stuff, because I'm ready to help those that want help in understanding what is going on, okay? Yes, washing your hands often, because you're recognizing you're extremely self-aware of the energies that you're picking up and how they cling to you, because they're clinging to your bodysuit. This is a bodysuit. This isn't real. You're not taking this, you know? So, recognizing auras, absolutely. People don't realize how transparent they become. The veil is lifted and things have become extremely transparent at this point. So it's just, it's hard. I'm finding it very difficult in my state right now to maintain grounded, in a way. I'm learning to accept the fact that those that I meant to help are going to come to me, and those that think I'm crazy are going to think I'm crazy, and that is okay. I'm not, you know, they're gonna, like I said, these people, give them their time. You have to honor their space. And what we do as light leaders, as starseeds, as whatever you would like to resonate with, is we hold space. We raise vibration, and then we hold space and allow others through a frequency of love, for them to come into when they are ready. Right now, they're still vibrating on old conditioning. They are vibrating on low energy frequencies that are essentially, they're like meant to keep you stuck. Television is meant to keep you stuck. You will hear every single person just like me. If you think I'm weird, look up everybody else like me. None of us watch TV, and we are all saying the same thing, but we've never met. Well, actually, we have, in different dimensions, different realities, and in the astral realms, right? But essentially, no. On the 3D realm, no, we don't know each other. We're just like randomly finding each other online through all of these sites that you guys can add. There's tons of groups, awakening groups, gift groups, tarot groups. Use your resources. A lot of times we tell ourselves we're stuck, and what we're stuck with is in the box thinking. We're stuck with the pressures and the old conditioning, and then we get depressed and anxious and all of this stuff, and we attach ourselves to these things that are not even true. And that's exactly what is going on, and that's why us light leaders, us starseeds, us everybody else is waking up. Whitewash conditioning, exactly. It's brainwash, you guys. Unfuck your brain. Unfuck yourselves. Unleash your true selves. Know that there is so much more than driving a BMW, having a certain amount of money. I fucking hate, like, I'm seriously going to start unfriending you. If you brag about how much money you make, I am unfriending you. If you post about how much money you make, I am unfriending you. That material, small being thinking tells me that you're not truly evolving at the pace that I would like to keep in my alignment right now. And I'm not going to match your energy to make anybody else feel better. I'm going to have you guys raise and match mine. And that way people can still, I'm not blocking, I'm sorry, I don't mean blocking, but I meant like unfriending, unfollowing. What is it called? What does Facebook do? Unfollowing, right? So they don't show up on my timeline. Because when they are ready, not right now, but when they are ready and they don't see things as small and material, they're going to come to me. They're going to come to me. So even though I don't agree with where they're at now, I'm going to hold space for that, right? So even though I say blocking, that's just my way of like, so like with telepathic communication, I could block out telepathic communication. I could legit say, I control my own space. You cannot speak to me now. So like that's how I shut off my spirit guides if I'm trying to sleep. I have a lot of people come to me and talk to me. They're like, well, my ears never stop ringing at night. My ears never stop ringing. Well, it's because you do not actually own your own power and your control yet. You're still stepping into it. It is a process. And this lifetime that you have come here for is helping you ascend through all of this karma. That conditioning is karma. Okay, it is karma. Do you see how everything is one? Read that book, The Law of One, okay? Everything is one. That is a great book. You want something to help you, read that book. Start there, okay? Google, research. I would love to give you a reading, Misty. Thank you. And I do so many different types of readings and everything. So, let's see. I've got like 15 more minutes until I need to get off, and this is already an extremely long video. So through this ascension, what we are here to do as light leaders is we are here to wake up first. Why? Because what happened to us when we woke up? We were confused. We thought we were crazy. We went to doctors. We did this. We did that. We developed coping mechanism. We avoided trauma. And then we realized, okay, I can't run from this. I cannot run from this. I can't run from my true self. And that's what you realize that you're afraid of. You know, at the young age or instantly, we automatically thought of aliens as something scary. But you're like literally afraid of your own self. I don't know why people don't look at themselves as an alien. You know, like how do you not think that you're not an extraterrestrial being? You don't have a definitive, you know, state, or you don't have a definitive answer either. And so I challenge you to not go by what something tells you, but to go within yourself and connect with who you truly are. Okay? Because that's the only way. It's the only way. My words don't teach. My words don't teach. They just help others realize, oh my God, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not crazy. She makes complete sense. And, you know, that's what I want to do. So my tarot readings are going to be done through Vimeo. I will go live once a week or once every 2 weeks to do a general reading for those on Facebook. Otherwise, if you would like a daily reading, I will do those on Vimeo. I'm going to make it super cheap too. So it'll be like $1 for a reading or something. I think they have like weekly and monthly. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Probably not $1. That was exaggerating. I have to feed my kids. But I'm still going to be booking personal readings. I still have my shop items, but I am just separating everything now. I'm going to do things differently now, because not only was I going through an awakening, but now I have fully awoken to who I am, and every single day I tap more and more and more and more and more into my power, and I detach more and more and more from this boxed conditioning that we have been kept in. Okay, so I challenge everybody else to do the same. If I'm crazy to you, thank you. That is okay. I love you. 20 years from now, you'll remember me and you'll think of me. So it doesn't matter if I impact you now or if somebody else wakes you up 20 years from now. I will see you in different ways. So my next video, I really want to talk about astral projection. I've had so many people talking about it on my timeline lately, and it makes me so excited because I'm like, got him. So astral projection is a great thing, and you've been doing it since childhood. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over techniques that you can use to learn how to astral project, okay? Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Misty. Hold on one second. Why are there so many headaches? Because you're resisting. Because you're receiving so many downloads of information simultaneously. Your awareness is broadening that your small human self cannot understand it all at the same time. That's what I'm here to help with. I'm here to help relieve those headaches so that at least it takes one thing off your thing and you're like, okay, I'm not crazy. All right, so it's cluster of information and of knowledge that's frustrated. It is frustrated, it's confused, it's fear-based, it's a reptilian mindset. So the reptilians are very fear-based, or used to be very fear-based, and they are transcending that now, okay? And so this is, like I say, when we have shifts in our dimension, it's an impact. Think of things like a bomb going off. It's going to impact other dimensions. So everybody's going through these shifts. Every single being, big and small, tiny and large, God or alien, however you choose to resonate with this, it is all the same. We come to this earth knowingly, willingly. We choose what time we are born, and that's what gives us our birth charts that define who we are and who we originally thought, hey, I'm going to play the game. I'm going to play it this way. This is my character. This is my skin suit, you know, and essentially what's going on in this world is, think of it like a video game. We'll just use Fortnite, for example, because my kid's obsessed with Fortnite. So you can either buy skin suits, right? And you get that skin suit for a certain amount of time, or do you get to keep it in a closet forever? I don't fucking know. I don't play, but I like to use that as an example because I get the concept of the creator behind the game and what that creator tapped into to make the game. So, you know, all of these people, we come out and we try to share the truth in ways that everybody's going to understand through movies, through books, through songs, through... Ooh, we got going on. Yes, Vimeo is an online video sharing platform. You will be able to subscribe to me, and you will be able to purchase my videos. You will be able to purchase like weekly subscriptions, monthly subscriptions, whatever I decide to do and put out there. But you will essentially have access to daily tarot reads and general things. That way I can reach a broader amount of people without them all individually scheduling. It's also cheaper for you guys to do it that way, right? So if you know that my readings resonate with you, imagine if only 30 people are purchasing my subscription to my daily reads. That means I'm only connected into 30 people. So if they resonate with you now and I'm connecting with 10,000 people, then imagine how well it's going to connect to you there. That is the idea of that. Okay. So, how do you get it? You download it. It's a free application. Robin, I am reading your comment. Constantly trying to repress yourself and it hit you like a bag of bricks. That is right. It's because you are filled with so much more knowledge than your tiny self can even fathom. Yes, baby. Not right this second. I'm working. In a minute, yeah. Did you guys hear him? Mom, get me gummies. I'm like, not right this second, bro. Anyways, so let's see. I think I'm honestly gonna close it out. I keep getting distracted by what I'm saying by my kid. I've got to attend to my kid. I've got a client that I've got to get on with here in just a moment. I will be live later today though to do a general zodiac read for all of these signs. I totally forgot. I'm getting I think only 3 of them are coming today, but I ordered 4 new decks. I think 3 of them are coming today, another one's coming tomorrow. So I'll be going live with the new decks tonight, new Oracle decks. And actually I think they're all Oracle decks. I'm not sure. I don't remember what I ordered. I was just told to order more cards, so that's what I did. Spent more money. I'm just kidding. It's going to help, though. It's going to help. It's a divination tool. Everything is a tool. Your intuition, a tool. Your dreams, a tool. Your prayers, a tool. Your words, a tool. Your ego, a tool. Astrology, a tool. Okay, these are all tools. Everything's a tool. Anyways, I'm a tool. I'm going to go. I love you guys so much. This is my truth. My name is Carissa. I go by Flavored Vivid, and I hope I see you guys next time, okay? Bye.